Hello, welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another edition of Industry News. So, Stan's No Tube, which is their official title, they were just purchased by a company called Zabel Companies. And just to read their little spiel, they partner with management teams to invest and build private companies. So here's the thing. As I mentioned in a previous video about Cliff Bar, a lot of these ideas, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. So here's Stan. So the guy's name is actually Stan. And he's out riding and he's like, well, I wonder if I could do something without tubes and figure out a way to not have a tube in my tire and then have a sealant for it to seal. Now, that's a very condensed version, but, just to keep these videos short. And so, depending on your perspective, either love the guy or maybe not so much. But, this is going back to 2001. So he pretty much revolutionized all of this tubeless technology. So, Stan's not only makes sealant, but they also make wheels or rims if you just want to buy a rim. And, they've done a lot of stuff to make their wheels very easy to seat with a tubeless tire and then the sealant itself. And, a couple of things, you may be familiar, obviously, with their standard sealant. But a few years back, they came out with what they call the race sealant. And, based on the rumor out there, it's like, okay, they had this standard sealant, but the guys who really raced their bikes, they had a secret formula. And so eventually the race sealant became the thing. And they actually started selling it. But another one of their innovations is this dart tool. And this is a tool that not only does it physically seal a puncture, but the sealant inside the tire reacts with this little feathery guy here. So there you go. That's the dart system. But I wanted to just show you a little something else. So I've sold Stan wheels to some of my customers, and one of the things I like about them is you get inside your little goodie bag, you're going to get some spare spokes, which is always nice to have. You're going to get skewers and or end caps so that you can switch out to different type of skewers. Through axles, right? So it comes with those end caps, and you can do, 15 mil or 12 mil. And then another bag of end caps. But this is kind of cool. And I like this because being a data guy and being someone who trues wheels, builds wheels, stuff like that, they also will issue the report of your wheel and showing all the tension for each one of the spokes. In this case, it's 24 spokes, and all the data associated with that. So I just happen to have this still laying around because one of my customers who bought the wheels said, you know what, I'm just going to lose that stuff in my garage. Just hold on to it, because if I break a spoke, I'm coming back to you anyway. So I just happen to have that. But anyway, back to Stan's as a company. So let's give it about 2001. Let's call it 21 years. And so now Stan is retiring, Cindy as well, and the CEO is going to be Mike Bush. And, with all of these sales and acquisitions, they always say, oh, we were searching a long time for a company that met our same goals and principles and things like that. So Stan and Cindy retire. Stan's, as a company, Stan's No Tubes is now being invested by Zabel companies, and let's see what happens there, because if they're investing more money, hopefully maybe new innovation, new product, new stuff. Okay, anyway, just a very short video. And one last thing before we go. My best memory and interaction with any of these small private businesses in the bike world, my best interaction, I remember this from Interbike. Now, Interbike was a trade show that was held in Las Vegas, or at least when I went. And being in Southern California, fairly short drive out, or you could fly if you wanted to. And on the last day, so it's like Monday through Thursday for industry people, and then on Friday it's open to the public. And on the last day, and I'm sorry, I can't remember if it was a Thursday or a Friday, but they were closing up. I do remember that. And the security people are pushing everyone out, and all the displays are coming down. So it must have been Friday. And I believe this was 2009, maybe 2010. As I mentioned, security is guiding everyone out. The displays and the expositions, they're coming down. All the, the scaffolding and all that stuff, everyone's taking everything down. And here's Stan. He is still poking holes in a tire that was on like a truing stand similar to that, and showing the effectiveness of his No Tube sealant. So that's one of the best memories I have about this company. Like I said, that was about 2009, 2010. The whole thing is being shut down, and he still has, 3, 4, just a very, very small group, and he's still pitching his product. So I respect that in a man. I respect that in any business owner, gender aside. But just wanted to share that little story with you. Okay, well, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe. And if you like this industry news stuff, please just make a comment down below. I look forward to seeing your comments. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.